So when you're actually working with someone, what's your angle on things? What's your perspective? So what are you seeing? What are you feeling? How are you trying to navigate your way around?
Yeah,
How does it work for you?
yeah, great question, and something we get asked a lot. As Donald Epstein evolved and developed the processes, what he created for us was a system that we could use, a structure, to read the physiology of an individual. So, we want to look at how is the posture holding itself, where is the energy bound up, what's happening in the different systems for this person, what's happening in the digestive system, reproductive system, the large muscles, the musculoskeletal system. And so we're gathering a lot of information, and we want to know a little bit about what's happening in their life as well. Where are they at the moment? Where are they being called to? And so almost like a recipe, as I interact with a person, I'm gathering information so that I can become aware of what is going to be the right piece of content and movement of energy and information for this person today. And then when I put you on the table, I'm looking at the body and I'm assessing, areas of spinal cord tension. Where can I make a contact to have the greatest influence? Where are the energy and the resources available for his intelligence to create change? And then what I'm doing is I'm making contacts into very, very specific areas, which are, to keep it simple, they're areas that you can reorganize from. They're areas where the energy is available, not where it's bound up. Okay? And we want to use that available energy for your nervous system to be able to organize itself in another way. I want to see that spinal wave that's developed within a few visits at different depths in the body, depending on what I'm looking to achieve. So if I'm looking for you to have a little bit more life force, a little more juice, right? I'm going to keep that wave right on the surface, and so the depth of contact that I bring in is going to be on the surface, at the layer of connective tissue, which connects every cell, every piece of energy and information in the physical body. But if I'm looking for more of an emotional response for you, if I feel that you need a little bit more energy for change today, you need more juice to make a change, we're stuck, I'm going to hold that contact a little deeper in the emotional field, and we're going to temporarily amplify the energy. I'm going to stretch you in places that you may not have been stretched before, okay, and take you to the edge of your comfort zone where the magic starts to happen. And the wave will, at that point, move through a different part of the body. It'll move more through the muscles, and it's a lot harder work. Okay? If I want to destabilize your system because you're too stable and stuck, I'm going to take that contact into another depth, which will have more of a destabilizing effect, which will move through a different part of your body. And I'm sure that when you're on the table at times, you're aware that that spinal wave is in different parts of you. Sometimes it's on the surface when we're bringing more of the higher energy and the higher consciousness in. Sometimes it's deep in your core and it's real hard work. And so really what I'm looking for is, where is this person and how can I help support them to the next level? Okay, depending on how they're organised and orientated and where they're at in their life and what they're being called into, what their state of health is, what their current situation is, where in their life is requiring attention.
So when you're actually talking to them about their life, where they're at, what's happening with their body, all these different little elements that play into their idea of who they are right now, what are you looking for? I guess you're not exactly looking for their story and exactly where have they come from, what have they done with their life, what exactly are you looking for?
A part of it is I'm listening to see, are they in a story? Because remembering that the mind will always come in and create a story in order to stop us having to feel something. The minute an energy comes into the system that the mind is not comfortable with, it'll jump in there and try to create a story about it. And so I'm listening, is this person heavily ingrained in a story? And is it a cultural or societal story? Is it one they've created for themselves in order to defend themselves? And then what we're looking for is, or are they talking about feelings? Is it about how they're feeling, and the energy they're feeling, or the lack of energy they're feeling? Or is their focus purely on the physical body? I have this problem and I need it fixed. And so that just gives me a lot of understanding about where the consciousness is at and how I can best serve that person. So, stories are always there to stop us from feeling, okay? Because the mind doesn't want us to feel that disconnected energy because it's associated with pain and a threat or a trauma. What we need to do is create enough safety for that energy to come back into the forefront and be reintegrated, so it's no longer taxing us and creating, suffering or influences on our energy and our ability to move forward in life. Remembering that we're organised towards growth. We're happiest when we're growing in ourselves. When we're stuck, we're not happy.